So ya set a pace, ne say, a foundation, ne say, it is the place I hear a lot of investigations. It's investigation, it's a say a fabia. Last time I can say, in no particular order, sikasem, essay, warrior,
Bebre,
pa, and you know, and your man, ye do home commoni be sikasem, a mofra, bewo. There are hard questions we don't ask. The hard questions. One of the hard questions is, what about our amofrana manteme? And as amofrana cry. What about if we don't get to have children? And I say, because sorry, be lamps na meka, so for no be preaching, you know. Na kola ketwa fe bi di abapanechi. Preaching no man no ka say, me worry 20 years near nra. Me ba odi kan 2 years. Na kola no ho fe de me say angels ne ba ko na yakobo ye no odema. Abayo na no ho fe say. Na it is our kola na me. Na say ombo che. 2. What about if we happen to have special needs children? These are hard questions, but they must be had. What about if we happen to have special needs children? You better say. And maybe bra kwa me sefa kan show so me tesa na oka. Obi a ni kunu oni oba no awo special needs children you
Yeah, that's it. In episode 1 shebia, you can just revisit and come back. Enkomo bo de afa dating time no enema wo se yehu. Me pa cho yenkomo no deep enye enimani mu ha ya. Enti ebia na wo decode ananso wo penchechre mu no wonya ne yi a bra inbox na yeni nkomo Niema of further explanations. But what say the year can say because ye bubu post no mu YouTube had ye munya ni nyina bom. But on Facebook and TikTok, ye fat no in bits and pieces because that's what the system want. It's impartial. They want to say no. You come to the inbox and then we take it from there. Yeah, that's it. To your numerous supporters, brands that support what I do, I say God bless you. Mama T, before I ever ended episode 1, you made mention of parents P. And girl child, no. Ne worth. The other, but your money looking like a dependency thing. Into marriage no kono. Utri na ye and a bema bibe fawako. Na bema biaka. Obi bati ni fie na wakwa akofa ne se wo bebo ne ho. So marriage has become transactional. Of course. And this transaction abeye responsibility in terms of cash or like who should be and yet the obi what they beboa abrabono. During dating, courtship, what should we know before we say I do?
There are too many things to know before you say I do. And so let me stand here. One kasa as an individual, Oba or Obema, do you know you?
Yeah.
Who are you? I keep saying the who are you question must be answered by everybody. If you don't answer the who are you, not what you do. So you ask people, who are you? And then it begins with what I do. I am a doctor, I'm a pastor, I'm a broadcaster. No, who are you? Are you a confident woman? I am vivacious. I am prosperous. Not today, but I am a vision-oriented person. Menim where I'm going. Menim my career paths. Menim say mekoha. These are my visions. So I know myself. So I don't break down easily on niema ehun hia. Menim ho so ma say menjin sama ehun hia ho. I know myself too well. Say ade we emboa me. I know myself. Say I want to live life. life. Me pese mankasa no on my own. Meni ji abraboyimo. I know God, and that perhaps should have been the first thing. So these are the do you know yourself? Man, know thyself. So when you know yourself, there obi never be chira what you are or who you are. Now so be chira who you are. You say otanfu sia wasa.
Ochiane pa. Ochiane pa.
And but na who ni mo ho a, o the core relationship no. Because onipa na won in a relationship no, o da saa suban we di emane ho. If you don't know who you are, you have no self-esteem. In fact, your first is self-image. You have no self-image. Well, self-image is the kind of picture you see when you stand in a mirror. And he said, me jina ayehwemu na me hwe me ho a me ye naked a me nhwehwe ya. Me to me ebu manigu me ye fu na aye kese no so. Me no fu na egu form no so. Eni me honam na enye nyina na mahwe me ho na waka say me to me jina hwehwem na mahwe me sam say ma me nyakwa we ye beautiful girl. No me bisa me ho say enipa ahe na 58 to say me omo ho 37. Yeah. And this is only for somebody, and yes I made that somebody who has self-esteem. Your self-esteem is not what people think of you. It is what you think of yourself. But your self-esteem nebema wa projecting ama other people ama the same respect. You see, me na make catch there are people in a relationship oba no what deep respect for oba no, and yes say the respect is the kind of a woman I am seeing. I am seeing a vivacious woman. Me hwe oba oye entrepreneur, oba na adwemudo, oba na adwen ye odi asem no to ho na say mama 2 minutes am solutions. A woman who is willing to say her sister bra yanto gwa say we kakra we will work this thing out together. This is what I'm talking about. Enya de yakofa bediwa no.
I concur.
Me kana me asem papa bi catch me say me yere ma catch no obisa na asem ma da ne obeka bia nti ma catch me ho sese me catch ne sem me sese bibia madwen ho bia me misa na adwen onim nyansa
ono na ma na basa de obeka bia fen
se me bo bibia ka na me bisa o say na ya na adwen ho sen me bisa sa adwen ho sen ne kire say
me pe won so input.
Women have suggestions. Me can't say the obeka ni na mefa. But say something I mean who say why dwen yejuma.
Can two work together?
Amos 3:3. And you know so but this stems out of self-esteem.
Sorry.
Mr. Mo. Yenya ye mano atemdidie affected the fiber of their lives. Me mama ya no mitimi mo ye say erade mu efia wo ye fine girl mata wo ye nice girl. These are the things we say enye wa adwen na me dey kan affirmation validation. But what the abofra na baby hwe na church abisa no, but you are all sorts of amazing
apart from the 9 na chia no be positive be ni ne ho a obetimi a highlight it.
Enti no abayo na nya sa validation we nyina or hwe ni nyina abonti. So self-esteem, when the person has the self-esteem thing a whole topic. Sometimes you starting a kakre be from hospital na ye di akola never me wo dia me wo be ma na just say
na me proba na menya be ma
enti sa na fe eba akola ni call school they be odi 22 odi 21 enti odi ne report ba fia now say we na fofo di first ne second no ebi no so di 30 ebi no so credit 40. That it has nothing to do with say na adwen or the barriers no. Is it the only book? There are 9 levels of competences. And yet school kwa. Anya
am catch as much say worry. No worry. Somebody must be last.
It must not always be you though.
There be
competences near 9. Na parents, ye nyina Phyllis akola ne call school a onya no kwenti na no book pen onim. Nya ka bia onim.
Application be a problem.
The third one has to do with self-worth. When the person has self-image, self-esteem, then she certainly has self-worth. Sankrofo no wan hwa be Phyllis say omumu ade. Omo kire omo hododo because on twen wo. Only complex issue self-complex, only complex issue. And some young conona me no na na what dress fine say me nya as addressing dia. They be amaka say eh na why efe. There wo ye no, and it doesn't make me any less. And so let our daughters understand this. Shemaba we ya omo ye uti. Shemaba ya omo ye wenimi. Look at the excellence with which they are working. These girls, you can't teach them anything. Because beyond everything, Adrini Yejuma, she's business minded, and Nisa Yejuma, she's making some money for herself. And so I am looking at women getting to know, say, yes, but be worry bema, and na said say, or she no, but what am I also able to help with? Me nka say koji school fees ni na netu a me kra de no pode am sheda njintu papa sa papa de we dwuma say papa pacho mendi matem papa de we dwuma say utia ho school fees and but beyond that, don't let our ladies feel say
they are empty, and then you are pouring in always.
Enti onifi you do attempt sound to make cash because onifi. So
beyond communication, I just set the pace. What can I say? Me notes are me.
All right.
What can I say? We must know when to say I'm quitting or I'm putting on hold for further investigations. But before then, there are things that we can never know whilst dating. Just say, ye betna eni be hu ye beba mienu we so deal breakers ya kana kakra e de aba communication no emu, and then money answereth
all things. Money actually is a defense.
So ye be dating me be busa sika semu e be ye say one dey sika nti na oba aware o Oba wari a oba wari a obisa japade obisa de obeya obenya sika eye sika nko a is it wrong se me ba wari me pese ye wari na me busa se bra wadwuma nti ya na within a week no nya say na plans it say na ya wudie se na utimi save ye ba wari me rule sikasemu ene den eye bone say ye bebisa saa ne me ya na, and if no, how do we go about it?
So ya set a pace ne say a foundation ne say it is the place I hear a lot of investigations. It's investigation it's say a fa bia. Last time I can say in no particular order sikasem ese aware bebre pa enti no enema na ye di ho nkomo ni bi sikasem mofra a ye bewo. There are hard questions we don't ask. The hard questions. One of the hard questions is, what about aware amofra na manteme? And as amofra na makrai. What about if we don't get to have children? And I say, because sorry be lamps na meka, so for no be preaching no. Na kola ketwa fe bi di abapanachi. Preaching no man no ka say me worry ye 20 years near nra. Me ba odi kan 2 years. Na kola no ho fe de me say angels ne ba ko na yakobo ye no odema. Abayo na no ho fe say. Na it is our kola na me. Na say ombo che. 2. What about if we happen to have special needs children? These are hard questions, but they must be hard. What about if we happen to have special needs children? You be say. And maybe bra kwame sefa kan show so metesa no oka. Obi a ni kunu oni oba no awo special needs children bi no wadwane agyan.
Oh, on Talk Life. Papa carry time special needs. We the afimwa esi ho discuss special needs. Now I hosted women. It was only in an instance and I mean one male. One male out of a nipa be 20 or 25 that you interacted with them. Bema baako. Mama T, my popular parkwesi of blessed memory, ene ne mame of blessed memory. The woman was vibrant, or bone hoso, or ye juma, wa worry ordinance, fefe. Or wo ya no wo special need, abemuano had a palsy, cerebral palsy. From 1 year or 2 years now, near she shed the hab of frano, and you know, then an India ban who near my way easily. Yenya declare, say, oh, this is a permanent condition. Now, no credit, no sour epilepsy, a kahum. Sene, ah, woman woo, mamina woo 4 years ago. About money woo last year. Sene. And papa ni be show apa. Catch run say I didn't bargain for this. We never thought. There are many a janija omo because I men fe she ni pabone se mo nko a. Akokodro no to face it and orientation no. But hardly will you discuss this. Unyanwoye ana wo dwen say
eti say nya pese ekọ heaven na yem pese ewu
wo de wano bọ musuo ma sem papa mfiri wano mu mbra de enti ne ye de ti keke babu asase ye wo ba o ti say ya eye haram.
Yes,
as I said say oni na discuss sika sem finances a wani briska
I am coming there.
Sana oni na ko discuss awo maya. My girl that I was talking to you about Anopeyi, 8 good years. 8 good years. I want to buy a fair papa catch and say, Enyamia. Because I didn't bargain for a war. A dear na papa ni nimu ane running him. On nimsa onwo and a wafana ba. Yet discussing a war, we didn't.
So we are discussing money. Antinana no crane. I think that for the average man and the average woman, no. One of the things we have to understand, me tie young man be mesre yesa, or say or no, onti mean date or ba ehiano.
I
at a point. Yeah. Because so ehiawa just a won nim nyansa
mentally they pre ye no
you don't have that acumen, you don't have. Enti why? Or say me here o sika ne say me de ye bibia. But I want to know so your ba you know nanti a. So let's talk money. Auntie, brother, or how sika someday bank of our remuno e do so pa. Let's talk money too. Let's talk children. Yen misa nkola no ho asem. Nkola no kwado do say na ebe wo. Obisa me per 6, obisa me per 4, obisa me per 3. Let's come to a point where we synchronize and na. Let's talk family interferences. Obi ho obai man worry na odna kwotena na busuafo fie. Odna kwotena busuafo fie. Me say bra say eyenkoko bu kra ne oyire no mo hai na mo kwotena. Begin your life by yourselves. The fourth thing we are looking at, discussing, we should look at any ejuma. Se si ade ebiane nyina ya pa ejuma. Ebiane nyina say your vision cry ne say. Ye mienu si ye ware a your vision say nti e betena ejuma we ma ko wu. Ana ye do 40 years yen diversify. Yen hwe we so we are looking at all this. The next thing we are looking at has to do with your investments, which ties in with money. And so that is also one place to look at. Very, very important. Let's, as start looking at retirement. We are not married yet, but how are we retiring? Me the day be who marry more retire and I'm be brea. And I'm sure retirement po because obi o ho aso journey on one dream ho ntem eyere no so amfa adwen bia amma say papa your retirement no etese ana, right? Let's even talk about our children in school. And all these tie in with some of the discussions we are having. Let's talk about our families and yet family.
The extended.
The extended family. Kakra. Let's talk about it. Lady B catch so omo fie omo doso na omo ya argument na aye de into do fie ho a oti de omo nkoye argument later I'm who say omo fie no lawyers bebre ho o say first day and the man no worry na bedu fie o say ohwe ni so say hey
na me
kwai because o say one dey kasa kakra no aye argument enya argument say atem didi o but
obechira na dwen she has a voice.
Absolutely. And so coffee no see ne mama ni papa ni nuanum nyine Debbie when can say say Debbie na baby away see na say see ho beautiful with decorum atem didi anim but dede sa no mo say afa ne mate. Let's talk a bit about our extended family. Men fatem didi enko obi ho all ka about the extended family no ka mama ni beye me papa enye no na meka. Positive ones. Let's look at this also. So these are some of the things we are looking at.
Mama T, the approach to this, yaka communication as the main approach. Good communication. Sometimes the orientation. Tebiana ye womno ye buna bonfia ana ya fano say is the highest. Ebia medwuma bia menya ya meye yenti I feel on top I look down on we baby me free binti parity. So how best do we approach this with yenye orientation ya de kwa kobo obi orientation mu na ya synchronize na mfaso abaso.
So bottom line, synchronization is it. Senete bia. Papa kentin kan wo we. Na papa foforo wo brai mai. Enye no kreda si enyina ye wonti ase baako. Eso se na yetete wo ye oba, ukunu ye bema, baby yetete wo yeso, eso baby yetete ukunu bibia efa character. Or different temperament or different personality. Or character is a combination of omomo baby ayetete school awokoye or software outina na say anyway any for all of the things that and then they form your character over time. And no enya no kresa mu mienu nyina mo benya entiase bako. That is why it is very important that when we sit we get to meet, we sit and we talk. And so how are we picking it? First way we are picking it is I see what in frantem where you have children. Now so send your papa etete wodi about 8 akola bia akoda. And na mo so mo de dem ultimate na ho ma ne bo 12 kra no bia ade we problem ediba. Child rearing and our parenting. So let's sit on this. Let's bring out matters and talk about it. Orientation, no, the Bible can't seem be which is so true. And they became one flesh. There is one scripture in Genesis 2 which says that a man shall leave his father and mother, cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one. Mami church muka kreb se na metia say, obere man na jane na ho no de ne ho abeka no. The bia me say if the living is not well done, the cleaving cannot be done. It cannot. Now there are areas you need to live. First, live. One, live some of your orientation. Nia wo nimni bi, fatu baby. Nafa you see, in marriage, it is 100-100. Let everybody bring their 100. Na yemi eni she say, sa adie we ya ye. Ebeboa yen fie no. This marriage is not an annex of papa die no, ene o mama die no. Eye mu mienu na mo ware foforo. Enti nia wesua bi wo papa fie. Case bi amedi esrepa. Young man no say omo no na the papa na ye the main person of the house. Ono no kwadwuma ye bibia make sure ne papa tiemu no bia atenase na ne mama atenase. Omo worry and the young lady no is doing a lot and brand in tiase kra. Young lady no so say ye wo no odi 4 years and the papa wiye. Na nema oni nem omo ne omamia neti. She has learned to survive on her own with ne mame. Enti no nema ni bi ho a ahya na adwuma che. Say anka e baby say oh mikro odwen we ho say no. Na ni beba no ho so no waye. Ache toboase intentionality and obetumi di asesa. But that is what we call living. Living wo past ne kakra. De wo ye dada no. Living wo history ne kakra behind you. Live sanya wo ye wo niema ni bi. Na ji ma the other person also meet you halfway so that a man in wedding. You see, you can't wedding you can't welding. You said yeah, ode paper me no, ode super glue atum finfin. Now they are carry so. That is the cleaving. If you don't live well, you can't cleave. Obi ohwa. Send na mama or your bema, send na mama no an nkru man kwan kra. And I say it's nonsense bi ameko hu ye. Or say or no oye nkrani. Na yede ne asantini nkru man kwan no oye no. Enye sa na mama ye no. Enu ye whole lot of trouble. Asema sa nkru man kwan di bae no. But it means that the man has not left. Now
still holding on to.
Yes. Ombe cleave to ne no. Enti ye fa de ma me ne papa no kire ne nkrofo kire nyina. Ye de guwa besepa ne besiko ne ye ntase ne ye mienu banyansafo. De he na beboaye, de he na beboaye, de he na beboaye. And many people are not cleaving. The cleaving is not one day. The cleaving is a journey. Sometimes 10 years. Sometimes 10 years. Now make catch on. O first 10 years in the teething. O next 10 years is adjustment. Your next 10 years is adjustment. And that adjustment, no. And so learning to adjust, learning to adapt, learning to tolerate, and learning to accept a compromise. And that is it. And yes, sir, the marriage, the relationship will be very difficult. So Yenfa was saying, let us have one of the things I'm a friend of our moments. And one of our moments is Yentra baby and and let's bring something on the table. Let's have a conversation.
Come, let us reason together.
Absolutely. Let's have a conversation around this. Ima, now ade we odwe ho sen. Yenfa fi pointer enye se wo na wo nim nyansa nti wo be kyerem nyansa. Mummy onu na mo ware no. Obi anware da. Enti obi untimi nka kyerem se wo ware mo experience. Se wo ware da. Enti no, yemi onu nyina ye ware. Na me catch on. Obi ntimi nchro 2 books. Obi ntimi nchro the book on marriage. No one can write a book on marriage. No author can author a book on parenting. Adentia. I am married to a practical choleric. My husband is a practical choleric, Auntie Nana. Practical choleric. If you know the strength and the weaknesses of a choleric, you will know. Oh, you're practical. Choleric be a dream juma or that kind of dream juma. They have too many things on the table. They are forceful, they are domineering, they are goal oriented, they will go for it. And what was some jam crop of faba or catch up and I never come and say, oh, worry, bem or your cholerica. A hiana. Men for hearing yashi. They'll hear the vision. The vision no woho or he will go for it.
Go get us.
Or your banswa, she will go for it. To me yanishi. And you know, so that is what it is. And as I see in I am worried and you know. Now make a book to me sure. You are married to, he's a practical choleric. I am 70% melancholic. Utia me na so a wona isi me na so pa na me mani se da me hu ye no enti me push me a na me ka bia na che se push me dodo. I can overlook ade to say there say it say ahwene anibom. I can overlook, but you see, and so I am his perfect combination because I worry another cholerica enyina betia. And so these are the things you have to so know the person also know you. Afena o ye choleric, o ye melancholy, o betro book amaye. Dey na otro. The obetimi atra ni some parts.
Basics.
Like yes. The sebio busuafo eni fry for na e kohwehwe osono. Omo so omati osono nka na omo pese omo kohwe. Omo koye no. Esan se sebio busuafo sebio nya adu. Omo enhu adenti, omo de omo sa ene kekan. No mo ye be 20. Baby obi asa kan bia, eno no de form me na adwene about ade no. Enti aware no obia ne de mama aware marriage is a try and error. It is try and error. O try wo de na 10 years na ye ya na we fu na fa. Na fa.
Anye year you keep trying or you back up. You back out.
Me sophobi or say check in with God and check out. Right. And so that is it. And knowing the other person and you very important. Let us talk, let us talk, because we are there and the time will come for you to talk. For you, before you cleave, there is so much you have to do. Me wedding, ma maybe chema de, or cheme one smooth stone and two rough stones. Smooth stone, I said of our seashore. Okay. Until after no, your baby and never say where they. Then I went back to Auntie Janet and said, Ma, or send up in himself, Beba. These are the two rough stones. Eye mumie no mo worry da. Ni obi aka kire mu bia ye omom experience. Na emum no, you are going to do this by yourself. And kakren kakra, and kakren kakra, and kakren kakra. Don't expect quick returns. And kakren kakra, and kakren kakra. Nobody changes for anybody. People change. It's and say what dream
they want to change.
And you know, kakren 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 kakra. Saf rough stones mienu ebe rub it off on each other. Kosi say about this smooth stone. It can take 10 years. It can take, in fact, it can even take 30 years. The only idea I also want to say, I am willing to work on this.
Other than that, nothing more.
Me no so nchese mo binko.
Me da say. Ensa insurance policies papa. E be charge you a ho chire mu. Ensa insurance adwumaku a otua claims. Ensa general insurance de wontimi no. Follow Ensa for more. TALKLIFE. Yes, no and live well. We have a last leg. Bye-bye for now.